Hello guys, so for today's vlog, we will create this figure by using AutoCAD. So first, we'll make the first figure. So by making this one, first is we will create a circle. Just Command C or just click this. Then find the specific center point for our circle. For example, is here, and for example, I have a radius of 10. Next is we will make this line downward. So Command L for line. Find the center point of the circle, then click. Just drag downward the line. For example, is we have a distance of 30. Enter. Next is for the horizontal line, for example, is we have 20. Enter. And just for the slant line, we will just connect this line to the quadrant point of the circle. Then next is we will connect this point to this midpoint or the midpoint of the line. Next is we will make this line, this horizontal line. So command again line. Find the midpoint of this line here. Then for example is I have a distance of 25. Then just connect this line to the center point of the circle or this end point of this line. Then to finish this first figure, we will create this slant line. Just command line, click the end point of the line, then just find this one, the tangent point of the circle, then click. Next is we will create this figure. So first is we will just command all for polygon, and it has a 6 sides, so we have to enter 6, then enter. Then for example is this is the midpoint of our polygon. Then I have to select inscribe in circle. We will just turn on our ortho, so it is easily to rotate. So as the figure shown, this polygon is exactly like this. So for example is I have a the size of the polygon is for example is 30. Then just click the left click, then I have my polygon. To create this circle, first is just command circle. We will find the center or the point here between this end point and this end point. Wait. Here. So we will start our circle here, then just connect our circle to the polygon. For example, here, just click it. Then next is to make this circle become 3. So we will just select array. First is we need to select our circle, then click array, and we will need to choose polar array. Then next is we'll just find the center of this polygon here. As you can see, we have 6 items in the polygon. To reduce it, just change the items. I will change it into 3. Then I have this figure. Next is we'll create this figure, the third figure, by creating this one. First we need to create a rectangle, then find a point, then find a specific point. Then for example is we have a 50 by 50 square or rectangle. So next is we will create a circle. We'll find the geometric center of this square, then connect it here. So I have my circle. Next is we will take the 1/4 of this figure. We'll separate it by line. First is click here, then here. I have a 1/4 of my figure. Then as you can see, this angle is 90 degree. So if you would the 1/4 of 90 degree is equivalent to 22.5 degree. So first, as you can see pala, this one is not parallel to this one, or it is here is a, for example, is here is 25, the distance is 25, then here is it is reduced, the distance reduced. So we will make the second line, the center or the end point, then 20, because this one is 25, we'll assume that this one is 20, then tab 90 degree plus 22.5 degree is equivalent to 112.5, then enter. Next is we will create the second line, end point, and 25, because it is the same as the first or this line. So 25, then 112.5 plus 22.5 is 135. Next is we will create the third line or the last line for this figure. So here is we will assume that it is 20, because it is not it is parallel to this one, or it is the same distance to this one. So 135 degree plus 22.5 degree is equivalent to 157.5, and enter. So we have the lines here, and we'll just connect it by lines. So just command line, connect, just connect it to the end point. Then we have the 1/4 of our figure. So next one is we will highlight this figure, or this the one that we did earlier. Then we will select array. We'll just select array and polar array here. Then just click the midpoint of the circle. Then I have this. So we will lessen our items with, oh sorry, 4 because it is a first we find the 1/4 of this figure. So we have this figure. Next one is we will create this figure. To create this figure is first is we will make a rectangle. For example, is here with a 60 by 60 rectangle. So first is we will create a rectangle again inside the rectangle. For example, here in the 4 corners of a rectangle, 20 by 20. So just copy this rectangle here. Then here. So as you can see, we have a rectangle with a 4 corner rectangle. So in this 4 rectangles or 4 square, we will create circles. First is we will find the geometric center of this square, then circle again here. Again, then circle. So next is we'll make this big circle. So just find the center of this whole square or this whole rectangle here. Find it, then just drag it, and as you can see, we will connect it to the perpendicular point of this circle or this circle, any circle that you want. For example, here. Then we can delete these rectangles or squares rather. As you can see, this figure has a offset for every circles that we break. So for example, here we have to offset. For example, is through center. Sorry, we have to offset. For example, is by 2 with a distance of 2. Then enter. So just drag it. As you can see, we will need to drag this the small circles outside. We need to offset 2 outsides. So here, offset, here, then here. and another offset to the big circle inside to the offset it inside. To make look like this figure, just select all the figure, then just command trim, enter, then we will trim this here, example here, here. Next is here and here. Next is let's see, here, here, and the last one is here. So we make our fourth figure. Next is let's move forward to the fifth figure. So for example is we will create a square or a rectangle. Just command rectangle, then enter. For example is 50 by 50 or 40 by 40, 40 by 40. Enter. Sorry. Rectangle. Click a specific point, 40 by 40. Enter. And move. For example is so we have our square. Then to make this pattern, so just simply select this polyline or this rectangle or this square, then command hatch, enter, then we just select brick here at the pattern, then change the angle at 135 and the hatch pattern scale to 0.55, then just click it. So we have our fifth figure. So for the last figure here, so we will first we will create a rectangle with a 25 by 25 for example. Sorry. Rectangle 25 by 25, enter, and I have my rectangle. Then I will create 4 lines like this to make a cross. So line, first select the midpoint of the square and the geometric center, then just connect it to the midpoint of the square. Then next is another line here, and here, and here. So we can delete our square. Next is we will offset this line by 2.5 since from this to this is 12.5. We will offset it by 2.5 upward. Yes, upward. First upward, then next is this one by to the right side, then this one downward, then this one. So we have our the first the middle or the mid figure of these figures of this figure. So by creating this arc here, so we will just select arc, and then we will find start, center, and angle. So we'll just select it, then we will connect this point to this end point, then drag upward. So I have my first arc, then just click again this point to this point again. Next is again this point and this point again, this point and this midpoint again. So we have our figure to the left side. Next is we will create this one, the figure in up in the upper side. So in the upper part rather. So just click again arc, then click here, then click here. F8. Then click here. There. Click again. Just don't forget to click the F8 to turn on our ortho, because if it is off, for example here, it may be our arc will overlap in this line like that. So for sureness is we could press F8 or turn on our ortho mode. And then we'll proceed in the right side of our figure. So just connect it here. As you can see, if it is easy to make a arc if it is in ortho mode, or if it is our ortho mode is on. And for the last part is this one. Just select it, then connect it. That. For the downward side, downward part, we'll just drag it to the left side, because if it is dragged to the right side, there is no arc, or there is no arc that will appear in this figure. So there you have it. We are done creating this figure by using AutoCAD. Thank you for watching. God bless.